Yo. What is good, people? What is good, people? What is good, people? Welcome to your Sunday night Tech and Chill live show Unplugged. I'm your host, Ben from the Loro Tech channel, and we are live, baby. We are live. Come on. Better late than never. We got to get that in. We got to get that in. We got to make sure that we get Sunday night's Tech and Chill live show in, man. Your end of week news update podcast video cast for the Lover of Tech channel, man. We are going to be teching. We're going to be chilling. Come tech and let's chill and let's unplug. Let's unwind. Let's unwrap and let's unravel what happened in this week's tech news, man. So that's what we're going to be doing. So hope you are all doing well and good. Hope you're all well and safe. And yeah, man, as per usual, man, I can't wait to get down and just really get dirty with the Tech and Chill show Unplugged. But as always, man, make sure you're tweeting this out, you're sharing this out, get people on. Let's get double digits of the viewers right now, man. Let's make sure that we're getting people involved for Sunday night's Tech and Chill show. I really can't wait. I really look forward to it, man. As you always know, it only ever comes late, it only ever so slightly comes late because your boy has really got to just, get to work. After getting to work, I've got to try and make sure I take my time, build myself back up, man, because it is kind of late here. I'm actually technically into Monday, so I'm low-key deceiving you lot when I talk about the Sunday night Tech and Chill show. It's the early Monday morning Tech and Chill show if I'm talking about being in the UK. Oh, people, yes, we on that double-digit concurrent viewers, 10 concurrent viewers. Man, I like that still. I really like that. And I'm I really appreciate you lot that come through. Shout out to the live squad. Live squad, you lot show up. You lot always show up. You lot always show up. And I always appreciate that. Man. We're gonna have a good one. We're gonna have a good one for sure. We're gonna have a good one, man. But you know what? Let's roll up the chat and let's see who's in the chat. Man. Let's vibe in there. I'm gonna get better with this chat because I don't know, this chat bar, the way it is, it's hard to scroll up. I don't know how to scroll up. It's quite frustrating. I don't know how to scroll up. I don't know how to scroll up on it, man, because it just like it auto scrolls on its ones. Do you get me? So it's hard to judge, like when I scroll on the pop-up chat, it just doesn't scroll. Don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Anyway, let me holler at my peoples. Man. Let's say hi to everyone before we do the call outs and call to actions. All right, We got Fox Tech in the house. What's good, guys? Good to see you back, man. Good to see you back checking out the content. I forgot to put a comment, but well done on your Pixel 5 video, man. Really well done on that, man. So Fox Tech in the house. Who is that early? Who's in that chat early? Yes, you are, man. Yes, that's my big sister from Indiana, formerly California. Kelly Mays. What's good, Kels? We were just talking before, so I kind of forced her to join the stream. So thank you for joining the stream, big sis. Nice. Yes. Barry Johnson in the yard. What's good, Barry? Well, go on, Barry. You good, yeah? And we got Robert Mickman. Not too early, am I? Nah, you are actually early. Nicely early. Cocoa Pop Sweet Sunflower. Hello. Thank you. First time I've seen you in the Tech and Chill live show. Welcome. Barry Johnson. Chilling, Ben. Chilling. Yo, I'm glad that you're chilling. You're in the right place. We're going to Tech and Chill, so you're in the right place to feel this Tech and Chill vibe, man. Of course. Craig B. What's good, Craig? Well, go on, Craig. Good to have you here, Craig. Appreciate you being here, Craig. Nice one. Yeah, we got Craig, man. And we got Mr. Tech Rant himself, aka my boy Trent and Marshall. What's good, Trent? Ben is too crispy. I'm boycotting the stream. Brother, come on, man. I be the crispy to make it enjoyable for you lot. I'll do it for you. It ain't. I like a crispy stream, man. Come on, you know me. Can't help it. Haha, Trenton. Trenton setting people off already, man. Truth seeker. Cool. What's good? Subtext Fox Tech, Barry. Yes, Trenton. Shouting out to them, Barry. Yep, chilling Trenton. You know how it is. Cocoa Pop Sweet. First time, but follow you on Twitter. And you have the most beautiful smile, and I love the enthusiasm for your tech. That's the motto, man. Bringing enthusiasm to tech. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you for jumping on. Thank you for the follow on Twitter as well, man. I appreciate that. Michael Campesi, what's good? Hey, man, sup? Welcome. Seeing a lot of first timers in here, man. I appreciate that, man. What's happening, man? UK here too, so we're ending the week nice and correctly. Yes, yes. Shout out to the United Kingdom squad, UK squad in the yard. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're pretty much kind of caught up with everyone. We've got 16 concurrent viewers up in here. Damn, damn. We're all saying West. Wagwan. What's good, man? What's good? Wagwan to you too as well, man. What's going on? What's popping? Boo. Talk about technically T having to make an entrance, yo. Shout out to the broski. Shout out to the broski, technically T. Wagwan T. Big, 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 big shout out to you, T, man. I don't even know how to say thank you, man. Let's go. Big up to you with the massive $24.99 super chat, man. That $25 super chat, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for that, man. Thanks for looking out, man. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for always being my reminder to make sure that I get these streams in, man. So big up to T. Big up to T. I'm gonna get better with the chat when it comes to it. I don't like how the chat behaves because I can't scroll back up. So I don't know how to fix that. I just auto scroll. So I apologize when I miss comments. But I'm gonna get better when it comes to the chat. I'm gonna put like a ticker. I'm gonna figure out how OBS can, be popping out the comments onto the screen, like how you lot do StreamYard. You ain't getting me on StreamYard until StreamYard does 4K. I'm sticking to my guns when it comes to that, man. So yeah, it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones. Um yeah. Nah, TT, you gassed me still. You've gassed me still. You've gassed me still. You're forcing me to have to come out and just do bits. You've gassed me still, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that super chat, man. You don't have to, but super chats are open still. I appreciate that, man. Much love, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big time for that, man. That's sick. That's sick. Tech with me. What's good, Alex? Welcome, welcome. Tech with me, man. What's good, Alex, man? Nice one. Nice one, man. Who's ready for tonight's Tech and Chill Show Unplugged? Because you best be ready, because this is the crispiest stream you're going to see this side of the pond on the net, man. And we do it, the stream is coming to you live in crispy 4K UHD. So if you know it, man, you know exactly what to do. Whatever devices that you're selecting and you're watching it on, man, if you've got a bandwidth, man, you know what to do. Click that gear icon, select higher than 1080p, go up to 1440p. You know what? How about you go up to 1440p beyond and go to 2160p 4K UHD? The crispiest stream you're going to be seeing on the live stream right now, man. The Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. We're doing it. We're here. We're vibing. We're trying to, get it done for you, man. We're trying to bring it. We're trying to bring it. And shout out to you all. Shout out to everyone that's in the super chat, man. And sorry, shout out to everyone that's in the chat. The live squad. We have 15 concurrent viewers. Let's double it up, man. Let's try and get to 30. I dare you. I'll double dare you. All you lot in there, man. Tweet it out. Yeah, promote the fact that it's in 4K UHD, make it happen for the people. Shout out to the live squad. I appreciate all of you lot in the live squad for real, man. All that you're here, engaging. We're gonna have some fun tonight. You know how the Tech and Chill show goes, man. We 3 topics ideally. I go quick fire the topics. Make sure that when I really want you to, get this. When you're absorbing the topics, going fire at, man, just make sure, for real. Have all your questions in there, because when I'm going quick fire at it, man, I deep it. I don't focus on a comment straight away. Afterwards, I answer all the questions and we bounce off and forth, yeah? So shout out to the live squad for it, man. But also shout out to the replay crew. The replay crew, I understand, man, different times when you can't really catch everyone, and, being able to just bring that in. So, actually, before I go forward, man, I ain't rich as T, but I'm here. $5 holla. Yo, Trenton, man. Love you, bro. Seriously, appreciate the super chat, Trenton, man. Love you for that, man. Much love for that, bro. Big up to you, Trenton, man. Go follow Trenton. You guys know, man, the tech man himself. My inspiration to make sure that I don't go too soft on these OEMs when I'm reviewing their products, and I need to call them out and just go off head and just go hard on them, man. So I get that from him still. So I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the super chat, man. Trenton Marshall, aka Mr. Tent Rant himself. Yo, come on. Energy. You see me? Kaz, oh, away plays. Yes, for you. Wow, you guys are the truths on the OnePlus 9. Nice. What's good, man? Barry Johnson as well. Shout out to you, Barry, man. You're so hard. You're so cold in the comments, like consistently always in the comments, encouraging, man. I appreciate you lot. You lot coming in truth, man. You lot even making it slow to start the show, man. But I appreciate that. But Barry Johnson with the $10 super chat. Come on, Bazza. Come on, Bazza. I appreciate that, man. Peer pressure is for real. Nah, bro. You didn't even have to, man. And I appreciate what you just did there still, man. That's sick. That's so sick. That's so sick. I appreciate you lot, man. For real, for real, for real. Shout out to Barry Johnson. Shout out to Technically T. Shout out to Mr. Tech Brand, aka Trenton Marshall, man, for the super chat so far, man. You lot are coming in through clutch, making it worthwhile having to flip and do this stream, you know, regardless of how I'm feeling and late, man. So I appreciate that, man. Can't even stop talking. Yamzi. Come on, come on. I feel like Castaway, Playaways. I feel like not too bad. I'll go for the Oppo Find X3 Pro. It looks good. It looks good. But I did a lot of videos and discussions around it. So go back. Nice to chill with you all for real, man. That's what it's about, man. I like that, man. Nice to chill with you all. That's the way to say that, man. Gaza. Come on, Fox Tech. He knows. Tech with me. I'm watching on my MacBook Pro docked to my monitor while writing a video script. Nah, man. Keep at it. Keep the hustle. Nice to chill. I saw you post about the A7S3 earlier on Twitter. Yeah, man. I was using it at church still. Sick camera. Sick camera. Sony don't fix up and, you know, give me everything that's in there into the A7 IV, man. I'm going for the A7S3. No joke. What's your thoughts on OnePlus 9? Lots of videos on it. We're going to be talking about one of the topics tonight, so go back. Want to really focus on the topics for tonight. I've done lots of videos on it. You'll be seeing hands-on coverage as well, so watch the space. Yeah, as stated, shout out to the replay crew. But also, I do appreciate the people that can't watch the replay because maybe 1 hour or slightly over an hour might just be a bit too long, might just be a bit too artsy. I do put chapters in the Tech and Chill show. That makes it easy for you to go to the exact sections that you want to actually delve into. So I do try my best to make it as easy for you all that come onto the replay queue as possible. But we do have the cut down series, man. I'm slowly tweaking and optimizing the cut down series, but the cut down series is in the name. It's a cut down version of each individual topic uploaded throughout the week so that you can actually delve in and listen to them in a very condensed but, you know, reasonable length. So you actually can, you know, take it all in rather than watching the whole hour. So make sure you hit that notification bell, you subscribe, like, so you don't miss the cut down series. There is also a playlist in the description below as well for you to actually delve straight into the cut down series, man. I'm loving the cut down series and I hope you're all loving it too. And yeah, man, we're here live. So just remember, man, crispy 4K UHD. That's what this stream is on, man. It's one of the reasons why I love streaming on YouTube compared to other platforms. You get the best quality possible, man. So we're going to break down what we're going to actually be talking about tonight, which is, and you saw in the title, man, it's going to be juicy. 2 smartphone related topics and 1 camera talk. OnePlus 9R. OnePlus 9R. What does the R stand for? And what is the OnePlus R? It's like the hidden third SKU model that they kind of glanced over but didn't glance over. And what is the purpose of the OnePlus 9R? We're going to go into that. Second topic. Rest in peace. RIP LG smartphones. And we're going to talk about that. And I think this will be a quick fire run in terms of what that is going to be. But yeah, LG are pulling out of the smartphone game, which is very, very sad. And I'm going to share my 2 cents on it. And I'm going to really base it from an across the pond kind of, you know, perspective of being in the UK and my history with LG. And also we're going to do camera talk, Sigma FPL. And I think the L in the name signifies the L that they need to take with this camera for real, because I'm baffled, I'm bamboozled by what their perspective was and where they were coming from with that camera. So we're going to talk about that as well for real. But yeah. Let's see. I see Tech Jamo. Wagwan Tech Jamo. Yes, my brother from South London. What's good, bro? All the tech. Yeah. I'm waiting for that A7 IV as well. Tech with me. Yes, Craig B. It's a 2001 AT. All right, we'll talk about that, man. We will talk about that. Without way too much time, it's time to get unplugged, people. First topic of tonight, we're gonna dive in, man. First topic of tonight is the OnePlus 9R. OnePlus 9R, this is kind of like the sneaky third SKU that OnePlus overlooked, but didn't overlook. And they kind of, kind of glanced over it in the name of what was happening with the OnePlus 9 Pro, obviously, and the whole Hasselblad partnership, obviously, and the OnePlus 9. What is the OnePlus 9R? Where does it sit? What's the whole agenda behind it? We're going to delve into it. We're going to look at the specifications, and we're going to try and make this a quick fire one. We're going to really look into what is OnePlus's perspective and agenda with the OnePlus 9R. What are they trying to achieve with it? Does it make sense for them to bring it out if it doesn't really do what it needs to do? And what's my thoughts on it outside looking in, and if it makes sense for where it's going? Right, this is something that I'm very, very, very intrigued in when I saw this. So I'm gonna look at this, and I'm gonna see, what is the OnePlus 9R all about? Right, what is it about? So we're gonna look at the specifications. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna look at the different ways in which it makes sense and doesn't make sense, and what I would have actually preferred from it, and if it doesn't cannibalize other product lines and where it sits. So let's look at that. Let's see how that looks like. Right. All right. Let's see what we're working with. Let's see what we're working with. Have I frozen? Nah, please don't tell me I've frozen. Please don't tell me I've frozen. Ah, that would be so peak. Hold on. People. Don't. Man. Please tell me this thing ain't behaving. Tell me we're back on. Beg you, tell me we're back on. Tell me we're back on. Let me know in the comment section we're back on, because I don't know what happened. Like, things just went booky still. Things went hella booky still. Tell me we're back on. Someone drop a message in the comments, man. Tell me we're back on. Tell me we're back on still. Tell me we're back on. Give me a signal, people, before I carry on. Tell me we're back on. Please. Tell me we're back on. All right, you're good. All right, gonna quick fire. So we've headed over to GSM Arena. We're looking at the OnePlus 9R. Then we're gonna look at an article of what the OnePlus 9R represents, right? Right. OnePlus 9R. We're looking at a 6.55-inch display. That's already my first issue with it. First issue. We're going to do a comparison afterwards, right? What are we working with? Right, I'm not going to look over the dimensions, but you are looking at Gorilla Glass 5 front and back. It is an aluminium frame, right? Very interesting. It is a flat display by the looks of it. It's a 6.5-inch. It's a fluid AMOLED display, 120 Hz, HDR10 plus, full high definition plus with a 20:9 aspect ratio. Android 11 as expected. The system on the chips is using an 870. From my understanding, an 870 is a rehoused 865, because it's packing the same Adreno 650, so it's an 865. So maybe it's an 865. It's a glorified 865 plus potentially, right? You do have two SKUs by the looks of it, which is 8 gig RAM, 128 gigabytes of ROM, 12 gig RAM, 256 gigabytes. Yeah, okay. UFS 3.1, right? Here's the camera breakdown: 48 megapixel f1.7, 26mm wide field of view, f1/2" sensor. So this is that IMX586 sensor that we first saw from the OnePlus 7. They've been rinsing out the sensor, rightfully so. Face detection, autofocus, OIS, pixel bin into 12 megapixels, 16 megapixels, ultra wide, f2.2, 40mm field of view, great 123 degree. Don't know how that's going to work with distortion, but it is a good field of view. Definitely anything anything 120 degrees and above is a good field of view, and it's classed as a legit ultra wide, 100%. Got to give it that. And then these dreaded camera sensors that I don't know, like honestly, 5 megapixels, why put them? I don't even know why I put them. OnePlus, you know what? Let me just start my early critique. It's okay not to put them and just call it a dual camera lens, you know? It's really okay to just not put these camera sensors there and just make the product cheaper and just focus on those two focal lengths. It's not that deep. Like, there's other manufacturers like Apple that just do the dual lens and just don't put these gimmicky lenses on it. Like, no one needs it. So I'm saying no one needs it, bro. And you're looking at 4K UHD 60 frames a second, you know, the usual standard 1080p 240 frames, and a 16 megapixel front facing camera with f2.8, f2.4 that still can't shoot anything higher than 1080p 30 frames a second. 4500 milliamp hour battery, 65 watt ultra fast charging. That's great. No wireless charging. Definitely, you know, the 0 to 1 to 100, 39. I fully believe that. 470 euro. So that's carbon black and lake blue. Right, and definitely no IP68 and anything else that comes with it. We're going to read this article, right? OnePlus 9R release date, price, and news, features, and why you probably can't buy it, right? Okay, OnePlus 9R was announced alongside the 9 Pro, a cheaper, lower end alternative, and one which if you live outside of India, you probably won't be able to buy. Okay, so that already gives an indication that it's an India-only exclusive. That said, it's always possible for OnePlus to decide to bring it a similar phone to other regions one day. Where with their product cycle, it's always, and there's always the Nord range or even a OnePlus HE, which the 9R has a lot in common with. That's already a first one. Below, we'll give you the overview of the specs. We went through that already. So, to the chase, it's the lowest model and the cheapest model of the OnePlus 9 range. When is it out? 14th of April, but only in India. Okay, 14th of April, we're looking at 2 weeks and 2 days as of this recording. And it's 40,000 rupees, which is around $150, £400. And this is what we're looking at, right? 440 euros, £440. There's different SKUs and whatnot. And this is pretty much everything that we've gone through in terms of the specs, right? Cool. I see what they've done. I see what they've done. Absolutely see what they've done. Cool. Right. What what is the point? What is the point? I get this inkling feeling this is a rehoused OnePlus 8T. Really and truly, I really don't see the point in this. I'm not saying it's a bad phone. But it seems like it's just a rehousing that they've done. It's a good phone. I guess. It's a good phone. I mean, I love the 8T. If it's anything like the 8T, and for the price that it is going at, I love it. I think the reason why they've done what they need to do with it is I honestly see it as a rehoused 8T. I think it's a rehoused 8T. Let's call it as it is. It's the same camera array as the 8T. It's exactly the same camera array as the 8T. So is that a bad thing? No, but I'm struggling to make sense of it. Maybe because obviously it's in India, they can be even more competitive. Maybe in India they've discontinued the 8T. If they've discontinued the 8T and they've made it cheaper than the 8T and a rehoused body that looks more familiar to the design of the 9 series, then I don't really have that much complaints to it. I really don't have that much complaints with it in all retrospect. What I do have complaints with, I think they missed a key opportunity in what the OnePlus 9R could be rather than just a rehousing. OnePlus are missing a key trick with what companies like Samsung and Apple are doing with making a smaller flagship, man. Why is it not a 6.2-inch display? Why doesn't it have 4,000 milliamp hour battery? That would make sense for for 9R. It should have been a 6.2-inch display. My time with them when I was there, I always used to feedback you lot need to actually get on board with these slightly smaller, compact flagship phones that are 6.2 inches. Maybe not mini, but 6.2 inches. All your phones are always 6.5 inches and above, and I get it. I do. You do make phones that are that sizes that are well handled. I have to give you that. But I think you're missing a key trick when when using phones like what I've got here. This is the Phantom Pink Galaxy S21, right? You're missing a key trick of how nice these phones are to pattern up. You see, and I think if they had gone that route, and I know this is what exposes it to be an even more of a rehoused 8T, but I believe they would have really done well making the 9R a 6.2-inch displayed phone that goes against and goes up against a phone like the S21, right? 6.2-inch, pound for pound, you know, 8 Snapdragon 870, double the same SKU configurations that they've got, 4,000 milliamp hour battery, 65-watt charging for that price or lower. Come on. So that's my only take of an opportunity that they've missed rather than rehouse it in 8T. Unless I've missed something, unless I've really missed something. But I did a lot of videos on an 8T for me to know that that is an 8T. Is that a bad thing? No. But I think they could have gone with a much different approach with what they had with the OnePlus 9 Pro, then the OnePlus 9, and then moving down to the OnePlus 9R, which would have seen the size difference go down from obviously 6.8, 6.7 to 6.5, all the way down to 6.2. That would have made more sense. No one really asked for a rehoused 8T. The 8T is all right by itself, but hey, that's just really just what I'm looking at when it comes to, my thoughts on the OnePlus 9R. India only, so not really much more of a concern. If you're in the UK or anywhere in the rest of the world and you've got access to an 8T, just buy it. It's the same phone. You're pretty much not losing out, I personally believe. And those are my thoughts on the India only OnePlus 9R. And let's get back into the comments. Boom. Come on. All right, let's go back up because I see some people them's that go in there, man. Let's try look into Restream.io. They got good chat features to put onto OBS. Yeah, I just need to look at it. This is just a basic chat scroller. I can't scroll up. If it allowed me to scroll up, but I can't scroll up on the chat, so it kind of makes it annoying still. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna engage in the comment section. Regardless. Yes, Scott Peachy in the yard. What's good, Scott? Been out here switching cameras more. Adult films. Scott, you gotta behave, bruv. You gotta behave, bruv. PG-13 here. Behave yourself. Scott Peachy, aka technically speaking, in the yard. What's good, brother? You good? Yeah. Well gone. Yes. We're good. We're good. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure things just bugged out for me. And I don't know why. Don't know why things bugged out the way they bugged out. Um. All right, lover of camera angles. Come on, man. Come on, man. I can't give you lot still. I can't give you a lot of boring streams. Streams are hard to retain already, so I can't really be coming with like a boring angle. You know me, man. I gotta come correct for you. I gotta come correct for you. I gotta come correct for you, man. Big sis Kelly Mays. Hey sis. That's my big sister in Indiana, actually. By the way, I got family. I got family connects all over the world. You get me? US of A as well. Come on. Blood sister right there. What's good, sis? Barry Johnson, facts Trenton. Craig B, I told you. Yeah, but we sometimes you just gotta give it a chance until you dive in, man. That's the whole fun of it, man. The OnePlus guy. Okay, so OnePlus in the title, and now you're here. Welcome, the OnePlus guy, to the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. Um, so it's like an iPhone, just make a small, yeah. I really the only tweak is just the rehousing of the phone to look more like a 9 series design language, and of course the 870, which is the same as the 860 865. So ain't no biggie. Not a bad phone, but I think they could have really done well if it was actually a 6.2-inch display. Me personally. Pixel 5 is a great Foxtech. Pixel 5 is a great size at 6-inch too. Agree. That 6 to 6.2 inch is a great size and companies should use it more. Trust me. First impressions dropping soon this week. Manufacturers, okay, the OnePlus guy, the manufacturers signed a pact to never create a perfect phone. Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. No one signed a pact to any company to not create a perfect phone. Nah, nobody ever done that. Come on. All right, we're caught up with the comments. We're gonna dive into the second part, but before we do, just remember, man, this stream is being streamed out to you in crispy 4K UHD, so you know exactly what to do. Whatever device that you're on, man. If you've got the bandwidth, select higher than 1080p, go to 1440p quad high definition, or actually, you know what? Go beyond 1440p and select 2160p 4K UHD. Come on, baby. Crispiest stream that you're gonna be seeing across the pond, man. Love it, love it, love it. Digging it though, digging it though. Digging it. I hope you all had a good week. And this topic is going to be, it's a sad one. It's a sad one still. I can't lie. It's a sad one. It's a sad one. It's a sad one. It's a sad one. I can't lie to you, man. I feel the pain of this one. I feel the pain of this one. I do feel the pain of this one. And this is the unfortunate follow up, which seems now official from the rumors that were there before about LG pulling out of the smartphone game. Poor one for LG smartphones. F for respect, man. It is peak. It's peak. It's sad. It's disappointing. Um, we're gonna read the article. We're gonna read the article, and I'm gonna try and share my thoughts on the whole situation. But I think it's a painful one. It is a painful one. It's a sad one, man. It's a sad one for real, for real, for real. It's a hell of a sad one, and we hate to see competition. We hate to see competition die. We love to see competition there. Competition keeps manufacturers honest. It really keeps them honest, and it keeps them having to push beyond the boundaries to make sure that they do what they need to do to make sure that their product is what it's meant to be, right? So yeah, this one's a sad one. This one's a sad one for the smartphone industry. It really is. Yeah. Well, let me dive into this. Let me dive into this, and let's see what this is about. Let's see what this is about, man. LG to stop this. So this is an article from Phone Arena. So it says LG to stop making phones altogether as buyout fall through. After bringing out these exciting Explorer Edition phones and showcasing the rollables, Lord help us. All right, just when you thought LG rollable phone was back in play, Korean news agency dug a elbow via Bloomberg is reporting that LG plans to sell its loss-making phone business have fallen through, and for all this time, its sources for the local electronics industry tipped that LG is now planning to shutter its smartphone division altogether after negotiation with VW and others to buy it didn't pan out. Wow, that's sad, man. As a result, not only are the plans to take the rollable display off the lab and launch it commercially have been put on ice, but LG's entire first half smartphone release schedule as well. It meant to continue with the LG Rainbow concept, successor to the Velvet. The news comes hot off the heels of last month's rumor that the LG Rainbow development has stalled, so that there was smoke, most probably fire in LG's phone-making plans. Unnamed industry official source disclosed the reason for LG's pending decision to call it quits on phones follows as even considering the Korea and North American markets where LG Electronics smartphone business remains, the global market share is around 1%, so it's difficult to find a buyer to buy at a higher price. Too bad. As LG has quite a good market share and brand recognition as a phone maker in the US and has brought us many intriguing devices over the last. With the quirky LG Wing, the swivel display form factor, LG didn't win the market commercially through. And it's, they put a poll out there, man. It says, will you be sad to see LG smartphones go? Yes or no? 1,670 votes and 70% say yes. I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless, but there's an element of me not being surprised. There's an element of me not being surprised, which is a shame. Which is a shame. Which is a shame, man. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I am sad to see competition go. I am very, very sad to see competition go because LG, for the longest time, LG really pushed innovation. When it comes to hardware innovation and trying things new, LG did. LG had the first phone to have a quad high definition. I know Oppo to some extent, but LG were the ones that mass marketed and brought out quad high definition play with the LG G2. LG were one of the first manufacturers, yeah, that really LG did well. They brought out, I know that they really showcased optical image stabilization OIS in the LG G2. Put it out there. LG G5 ultra wide. They were the ones that really brought the ultra wide angle camera out. And even then, back in the day with their Optimus devices, LG always made sure that they had the most powerful Android phones coming out in terms of system on a chip. And on top of that, in terms of audio, internal audio, nothing touching LG, especially when it comes to internal audio with the headphone port. So I don't believe it's the lack of them not trying. What I do believe is it's the lack of them taking a bit of responsibility in terms of marketing themselves in a unique manner. This isn't about spending lots of money, but if you see how a company like OnePlus has stayed unique in their marketing, even though they don't necessarily have that much major market share, right? LG just weren't unique enough. They didn't think outside of the box, and they didn't try to carve their own lane in terms of uniqueness with marketing that was going to make them stick. One. Two, there were past reliability issues. Right? I don't think that should really be the defining factor because they never had any major meltdowns like other companies like Apple when it comes to Bendgate, when it's Samsung when it comes to the Galaxy Note 7, right? Just putting it out there. Okay, I don't believe they had any major meltdowns to that catastrophic extent, but there were some reliability issues, and sometimes maybe that stigma around them hasn't been shifted, and I don't know if that's been helped or not helped when it comes to the journalists and the media and coverage on them, right? But it's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd, man. It's a tough crowd. It's a tough crowd, and I think people being so hell bent on bashing LG and not really giving them a chance and not really recognizing them has put that stigma on them, right? Which is sad. I think it's sad for them. But you see, in the UK, I had a great history with LG. Remember, I used to work in telco in stores. Right? I had a great history with LG. I did, from when they did their partnership with Google with the Nexus range, man. Come on. LG have put their stamp on how good Android in terms of hardware has been with partnerships with Google, with all those previous innovations that I told you about, But what it does prove is it don't matter if you're the one that innovated, but it's about how you market yourself to stay unique and stay relevant. They've not been able to do that. And on top of that, not being able to do that and not being able to put themselves out there to the people that actually would cover their devices with relevance, they've not been able to do that well. On top of that, in terms of their reach, I don't believe they've done as well as I would have liked them to. They were actually doing decent. They were actually doing decent, probably up until the LG G6. And after that, it fell off. And it became harder. I'm sad, man. I'm sad for it. I think there's better people out there that have probably done coverage on it than I'm doing right now in this short space. But I do feel sad. I do feel like LG are a formidable force in terms of hardware innovation, in terms of what they do to have kept the likes of Samsung's and Huawei's honest. And I'm not talking about the price, the performance, or making themselves cheaper. No, I'm just saying purely outright looking at what LG does, right? They were the ones that made sure that their normal range phones had pen support before Samsung started doing it with the S21 Ultra, putting it out there, But doing it first, being innovative, doesn't guarantee that you're going to be the one to be remembered. Staying unique, staying relevant, staying fresh, bringing something that brings a different touch to you for you to be remembered, right? Boom. Even when people critique OnePlus, they always critique them with never settle. There's always a reverse critique. But you see, they've made themselves unique in terms of what makes them is what people always remember to use against them to stay relevant, right? There's a passion point there. LG don't have that to an extent. They really don't have that. You know, and it's sad. It's sad to see this crumbling for them in the smartphone industry. I don't really know. I hope there's a last ditch Hail Mary to salvage them. I really do. I really do, in my personal opinion. You know, but this is just from the heart that LG over the years, I do appreciate what you brought to the hardware scene. I want to say it from the chest that I think you've done amazing in terms of hardware innovation. I think you've done amazing when other people were going down trendy ways of removing stuff that didn't need to be removed. You stuck to your guns and you stayed the course, you know. I appreciate that. But it is sad that you're in this predicament. I hope something comes out of it positively. And it's a lesson learned that it's not about being first or being the most innovative. It's about staying and being the most unique and most fresh and most relevant, in a sense, to capture people's imagination. So that even companies that barely do any tweaks for their next model when you're expecting more, still win it. These are my unfortunate thoughts on LG leaving the smartphone business. Let's get back into the comments, man. Bang. Let's see what Wagwani. You lot went in on this one, yo. Let me go back up. CH Gadgets in the house. What's good, Colin? Wagwan. What up, peeps? We're floating at 46 minutes tonight, man. We're doing well. One more topic, camera talk, and then we've been sustaining at 15 concurrent viewers as well, man. I like this. I like this, man. This is sick. Watching this on my Z Fold 2. Shout out to Z Fold 2 squad, baby. Come on. Z Fold 2 squad there. Check that, baby. My favorite phone. Yes, Samuel. You know it. Fox Tech, LG, tier. Yeah, I see you, Sam. What's good? Yep. Fox Tech, such a shame. Yep. Samuel replying back to Barry. Good evening, my friend. Yeah. Samuel F. Yep. You know it, man. Tech Devo, what's good, bro? What's good, Darren? You're right, man. Thanks for joining. Why are you not sleeping? Hey, you're a night owl as well. Barry Johnson, sad for LG and the consumer. Tech with me. RIP LG smartphones. Indeed. F for respect. LG out of the Samuel, LG out of the space just sucks. It really does. Wow. Big sis, you're still in the comments, man. You enjoyed it more than you thought. I thought you said it was going to be over your head. All right. I see you. Kelly Mays Abuaje. Yes, that's my sis right there. Keeps the diversity alive too, for real. Tech Devo. Max props to LG. They brought ultra wide cameras to mobile. Exactly. Like, seriously, you need to put some respect on LG's name. They really do. You need to put respect to LG's name, for real. Fox Tech, was the LG Wing their last phone? If so, they went out with a bang, pure innovation. Yeah. I believe it will be their last phone, which is crazy. Kelly Mays Abwaje, yes. Didn't LG phones overheat often? Not necessarily, but yeah, it's over reliability issues that they had. Software support, boot looping, but I don't think that was the defining factor to them failing, because there's other companies that had catastrophic failures but still recovered and stayed even more relevant. So it shows. Samuel, LG did innovate and brought a lot of hardware goodness to the mobile space. 100%. 100%. Cheese, Siobhan Salmon, my brother Siobhan. Well gone, brother. Yes, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, bro. Yeah, Siobhan passed through, you know. Yes, brother. I like that, man. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Thanks for checking in, Chevy. Man. I appreciate it, man. Chevy's hella underrated, you know. I look at your work rate, bro. Let me go off on a tangent a little bit. I look at your work rate, bro, and you do bits, and you just don't get I don't think you get the views that you deserve. You don't get the recognition that you deserve, bro. But I love your content. I love what you're doing, man. Keep it up, man. Just create your own lane and just disrupt it, man. I appreciate what you do. Like, I look at your stuff and it inspires me still, man. Appreciate you, bro. Foxtech used to love the LG Nexus 4 and Nexus 5. There you go. You just said it. Kelly, no meltdowns because of the minimal risk. Yeah. CH Gadgets, yes, Colin. They never had a phone that caught fire and exploded. Exactly. Exactly. They didn't have any catastrophic failures like other manufacturers. So this goes beyond any major things. It's just uniqueness, staying relevant, thinking out the box, and creating an emotional capture to your audience that will always be relevant. And if you have a minimum core audience that really is a fan base to you, that will keep you afloat. That's what's worked for OnePlus. Even though the growth internationally has not really worked, they have a core fan base that even though they get upset at OnePlus, still go to them. They don't have that. They don't have that. They don't have that. Yeah. Samsung, okay, the OnePlus guy, Samsung went for the kill with the S20 FE with the crazy deals. Yeah, it's not even about the S20 FE. This is just LG in their own bubble, not just doing things right. And people just not helping them to be showcased as well. But then also not helping themselves to be showcased as well. Jason C, Mr. I'm just saying, what's good? What's good, Ben? And stream, yeah, people. What's good, Jason? Nice one. Also, adding an element of life. Yeah, this is Kelly again, my sis. Also, adding an element of life necessity in advertising where ensured longevity and success. You see, listen, you lot think I got bars here. You ain't heard my sister speak, bruv. You see the lyrics that she just dropped there, but she's right. She's right. It's a life necessity. You see, it's true, and they just couldn't captivate on those things to get that emotional connection with their brand and their services and their products. And that's what's sad about what's happened to LG, for real, for real. Yes. Anyone know when the S20 FE is coming through? Same time. It's going to be the same time. You're going to be catching it around the same August September stretch that you're going to be seeing all the Pixels, as well as obviously the OnePlus 9T coming out, man. Same time. I don't see it coming out any other time apart from that. Jason C, speaking of LG, people hold it against them for the boot loop in the G4. What a year that was. Yeah, it's true. It's true. This is what I mean about that, man. But I don't believe that was their failure, because, like I said, there's companies that have had much more catastrophic failures than what LG did with the boot loop, which is just not that deep, people. Tech Devo, LG chocolate, but mass market phone. They did, yeah, they did. Best one, they did. I love that LG chocolate. It was sick. It was sick, man. Tech Devo, you're not wrong there. What's good, Barry Johnson? Yeah. Leo F, what do you think about the iPhone not being innovative recently? Don't matter. Apple's still going to win. I've critiqued it. I've done many reviews on it, man. 12 Pro Max. I'm doing my reviews on the 12 Pro as well as the iPhone 12. Shout out to Vodafone UK for supporting the channel on that, man. But Apple they've got people emotionally tied to the brand via software, ecosystem, brand. They don't really need to be pushing that hard, man. And they're still going to sell for real. So I'm still going to critique how lazy they are sometimes when it comes to hardware perspective, even someone as man as not switching to USB-C, but they still win. They still win, bruv. Still win. CH Gadgets, it might not sound right, but the mobile phone game is like a rat race. You have to always be, yeah, it is a rat race. It's not about sounding right. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, bruh. It's a fact. You have to just deal with it. It's a fact. It's a full-on rat race. It's no prisoners, no mercy, like King Leonidas would say, man. Oh, all right. Resting for yard work earlier. Okay, Barry Johnson. Yeah. Samuel. No. I went too far. So my bad. Okay. Yeah. Man, if that OG rollable came to the market, I would have grabbed that in 1 sec. Yeah, I'm excited for rollables in general, man. I wish LG were at the forefront of that. I feel you, Barry. Mine has just started. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, man, I'm back. All right. Robert McMinn. Wow, you lot today are really showing out with the super chats, you know. Let me put this out there. What you said. I'm gonna pin it as well. I don't know if it allows me to pin it. I don't think it allows me to pin it. It should allow me to pin it. Random question, but I'm interested. What is everyone's favorite smartphone of all time? Mine has to be the 8810i. Oh, you're sick. The Sony Ericsson Walkman series. I rate that. Mine was, if I'm going to say of all time, what's the phone I really did? It was, for me, it was the W800. The reason why it was the W800, because the W800 was my first phone that I got on contract when I was in college, I believe. Second year of college, I was about 16, 17. And I remember the album that first came out. It was actually Justin Timberlake's Future Sex Love Sounds, 2006. And I loaded the album on it. The sound quality was different energy. Probably that's the phone I have the most emotional connection to. Right now, though, do love me my Z4 too, baby. Come on. Whew, I do love that. But W800i, love that. I love that. I love that. That's a great question. And a big shout out to you for the £5 super chat. When I see £5, your homegrown UK. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. That's sick. That's sick of you for doing, man. I appreciate that still. I appreciate that for real, for real. I appreciate that for real. Oh, Siobhan, enough love, fam. Nah, man, I appreciate you sticking around. I thought you just came and bounced, bro. I appreciate you sticking around, man. We've got one more topic to go. I'm gonna wrap up the Tech and Chill show for tonight still, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks. Yep, Fred, what's good? Watch the S21 FE have expandable memory. And you know what, yeah? Go watch the previous cut down video that I did on the A52 and the A72. I wouldn't even be surprised if Samsung pulled some nonsense like that for real, honestly. Yep, Fred, Mi 10 Ultra or Note 20 Ultra. I would say Note 20 Ultra. I've not had a chance to use the Mi 10 Ultra, but I would say Note 20 Ultra for me because I've used it extensively and I like it, even though it does have an Achilles heel of terrible battery with the Exynos 990 model. Oh, the OnePlus guy, okay. LOL, that's true. OnePlus has more passion fans than LG. LG never had a place for fans to interact. I can't even recall an LG keynote, a keynote from LG. Kelly, agree, OnePlus guy. Most people won't realize LG's gone because they didn't exist to most. Can someone please just big up my big sister right there? She's been in the comments and she thought she wasn't going to be that engaged, but you see, the whole point of me bringing enthusiasm to tech and bringing the Tech and Chill show for you to unplug is I really want people that are not that tech savvy to actually feel free to jump in and actually relate to this. And my sister's relating. We're getting somewhere, people. Come on now. Come on now. Technically speaking, white Nexus 4. Yeah, baby. Nexus 4 was the truth. BlackBerry 9810. All right, people are answering it, man. Ardab Mustafa. Hey, huge fan. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for showing up. All right. Sis is saying, Kelly's saying a BlackBerry. Charge it once a week. Current phone, Google Pixel. All right, cool. I see that. Down Gloucester. Okay, you switched to the personal one. All right, cool. Yes, Dazza. Sony Ericsson K7050i for me. All right, cool. I feel that, man. The Sony Ericssons did bits, the Cybershot phones, isn't it? They had the Cybershot series and they had their Walkman series. I like that compartmentalization. That means Sony were the ones that were breaking up, different categories for a little bit. CH Gadgets, my man Colin, it's the Nokia 6600 for me, right? This is what I love from you lot, man. When you bang in the comments, I like that. I'm gonna watch the A52 video now. Appreciate it. Go check it. Or you can watch it after the stream. Got one more topic. Oh, we ran through it, man. We ran through it on this one. Appreciate you all engaging, and just remember, man, this stream is being streamed out in crispy 4K UHD. So whatever device that you're watching it on, man, it supports it and you've got bandwidth, make sure you select higher than 1080p. Go to 1440p quad high definition. Actually, hold that thought. Why don't you select higher than 1440p and go to 2160p 4K UHD? Come on, baby. Love that. We're gonna dive into the last topic, right? We're gonna do some camera talk. You know me. I like anything that's camera related that's gonna help, especially in relation to video production. I always say this, man. I always clarify that. And we are going to be talking about the Sigma FPL, the evolutionary follow-up to the Sigma FP, the smallest full frame video camera or camera to be released. And wow, is this a confusing one? Lord, is this a confusing one? I don't know what Sigma were thinking. And Sigma is a company I'm a big fan of. Sigma make amazing third-party lenses. And they make lenses for, Sony. They've got the L-Mount Alliance that they make the lenses for. Sigma do well when it comes to third-party lenses, not just in terms of the value, but the quality of their lenses. when it comes to building camera bodies, I do not know what they're doing. I don't know what their end game is. I don't know whether they're just doing it for fun. I really don't know. I really don't know. But we are going to look at the Sigma FPL. And that L, I think that's something that can really be resonated with this. Boy, let's switch over. Cine D, they did a video coverage on this, man, but, you know, Sigma FP announced 61 megapixel hybrid autofocus based camera. So there's a detachable EVF that can be attached to it on the side as well, right? The camera just looks like an ergonomic nightmare because it has no depth to it. There's no depth to it, and it's just a pure box with no grip. A very unique thing, but just, you know, camera features a 61 megapixel full frame bare sensor, crop zoom function, hybrid autofocus system, USB-C power delivery, and some useful functions such as true 24 frames a second. A form factor with an L mount, okay, as I stated before. Newly announced optical viewfinder EVF11 features 0.5 resolution OLED display at 90-degree tilt, USB output, as well as a 3.5mm headphone port, which is obviously what you need to get the headphone out, which is the EVF. Okay. Sigma surprised the industry by introducing a very full-frame compact camera that was capable of recording 12-bit Cinema DNG 4K video to an external USB-C SSD. All right. Let's see.
New FP. FPL. The new Sigma FPL features a 61 megapixel sensor, the highest resolution ever for Sigma digital cameras. The crop zoom function has a 5x crop factor while maintaining full HD quality. Hybrid autofocus combines contrast detection and phase detection. It ensures optimal precision and quick response. Power delivered via USB-C connection provides virtually unlimited hours of usage. 2 new color modes: powder blue and duotone. A new way of sharing photo and video settings. Camera settings can be shared easily with QR codes. Exposure, shutter speed, aperture, and white balance settings can all be shared instantly. And introducing the highly anticipated electronic viewfinder, exclusive for Sigma FP cameras. Carry all these amazing things in your pocket. FPL. Sigma.
Okay. Retains still that cine style physical switch, right? The compact size is very important to Sigma. Although Sony came very close with the A7C, I think the A7C makes a better justification of actually being the smallest full frame camera that you can actually buy. 61 megapixels. Why? Crop zoom function, as stated, maximum of 5x, no digital enhancement, pixel to pixel 1:1, and still have 4K and HD. Hybrid autofocus. Okay, good first generation, unlimited power when it comes to it. Internally, you can shoot true for 24 frames a second, which is something that, you know, I've got on my Fuji X-T4 and X-T3. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't understand where they pulled the strings on this one. On the surface, it looks good. On the surface, it looks good, right? I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give my fire shots on this because I watched certain reviews on it. I watched certain reviews on it, and the camera just doesn't make sense. Why is there 61 megapixel camera? Why is there a 61 megapixel sensor in there in the first place? It's not a photo camera, right? There's most likely a chance that from what I've seen, it's probably the same sensor as the A7R4, 61 megapixels. And for that price that you're going to be paying for it, you might as well get the A7R4, and you're going to get much more sensible when it comes to the video. Now, I know that it does shoot externally ProRes RAW as well as Blackmagic RAW, right? But there's weird quirks with it in terms of the image quality and the degradation. It doesn't need that much many megapixels. It has that many megapixels, but yet can it shoot 8K? Can it shoot 6K? No. You're pretty much putting it out there to be doing crops. Nobody's going to be needing to do crops, right? On top of that, there's still no internal 10-bit codecs. It's still 8-bit or RAW. Nothing in between. And you're pretty much having to pay close to £3,000, including the EVF, which when you put the EVF on, apparently it blocks the HDMI out. What's the point? I get the whole compact nature that they're trying to go with this year, but apparently also the face detection autofocus just does not work. The contrast-based, the hybrid system just does not work. I do appreciate that they've made an attempt, right? But as much as I wasn't an FP user and I didn't really focus on an FP that much because it just seemed way too quirky and way too weird, whatever they've done with this one, it ain't it, fam. It really ain't it. It really ain't it, especially not for that price when you're getting very close to cameras like the FX3, very close to the cameras that, like the Sony A7 III, easily being undercut by cameras like the Blackmagic 6K Pro. Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro, which makes a lot more sense in terms of usability with things like built-in ND. This whole pursuit of the smallest full frame, when it's compromising so much for ergonomics, fit, actual performance, high megapixels for no reason, where you can't even shoot 8K or 4K when it comes to anything, even at 24 or 20 or 30 FPS, 50 or 60. Please make it make sense. I need it to make it make sense. Maybe someone else understands what the Sigma FPL really goes for. And most of the time, I can dissect and I can understand cameras and where their perspective is coming for. But unless they've drastically reduced the price, and even then, you might as well just get the FP and just call it a day if you really want the smallest full frame camera for video, which already has weird in-between codecs that are not non-existent, where you kind of have to go from 0 to 100, and even then, the behavior is very weird. I don't really have much to say. I'll put myself in my shoes. Would I be excited to try out the Sigma FPL? Of course, because I always like to try things hands-on and see if it proves me wrong. Would I go out my way to go buy it? No. You would have a better chance me buying a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro for the fact that it shoots B-RAW internally and ProRes internally. Just for those two reasons alone. And the fact that it has built-in NDs and it's a Super 5mm sensor, which I have nothing against full frame. I'm a big fan of Super 35, but this ain't it, Sigma. If you want to do this properly with camera bodies, do it properly, man. I know you want to come from a unique angle, but don't go so unique where the camera just basically is not usable. And then now you're adding more stuff that makes it even less usable. We love your lenses. Make us also like at least your camera bodies without doing weird evolutionary steps like this, man. Overall, you know what? That's my thoughts right now on the Sigma FPL. Boom, back into the comments, man. That is pretty much the last topic of the night done, people. Okay, so what GPU do you use for 4K streaming? You're looking great. Actually, the 4K streaming is being powered by Elgato Camlink. So it's the Elgato Camlink. sponsored, but I am a big fan of the Elgato Camlink. This will turn your mirrorless camera into your webcam. This is amazing. The Elgato Camlink is amazing. I'm a big advocate for it. Not sponsored. And also, I'm using a Stream Deck to do all my camera angle switching. But yeah, Elgato Camlink, it will turn your mirrorless camera into your and I'm a big advocate for it. I know a lot of companies now are starting to use their their cameras to be able to use as onboard webcams. The problem you have with that is latency, lag, as well as no direct power to the camera, which means you won't have an unlimited power source. The Camlink frees up the USB port to be able to actually work as a power input if your camera supports power delivery over USB-C or micro USB or whichever, yada yada, unless you end up using a dummy battery. So just putting out there. Barry Johnson, facts, love Sigma lenses. Kelly, nice color modes. When do you think this type of camera will be available in a smartphone? 2025, sooner or later? It just wouldn't be. The laws of physics just wouldn't allow the size of a smartphone to stay slim and have a full frame sensor in it. It's near enough very, very difficult, near enough impossible. Maybe rent the phone for a week or two to use it for an event. Sounds like a movie that costs millions to make to bring hundreds of viewers. Potentially. Yeah, potentially. Camlink is clutch. Yeah, I went the cheapo route and I bought a very, very cheap £10, £20 1080p capture card. Hated it. Image quality was poor. Maybe it's good enough for just, basic webcam that you can actually use to turn your camera into a webcam. But for these streams, the quality that I wanted, especially the color consistency, was messing up the colors. There's a lot of green tint. It was bad. I was saying, I bought the Camlink and come on, man. You know how it is. See this. Camlink 1, Camlink 2 outputs up to 4K UHD 30 frames a second. That's the real magic. The rest is being done by OBS, obviously with NVENC. And I'm using an NVIDIA GTX 1650 Super. I need to change that graphics card, but it does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do, man. Right. 1 hour, 12 minutes. We've hit that mark. And I really appreciate you all. Hanging out. It's a late one. It's almost 2 a.m. in the UK right now. So we're going to shut down shop. Thank you for joining in tonight's Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. Hope you're all safe. I appreciate every single one of the super chats, every single one of you that showed up. Man, I appreciate the live squad. I appreciate everyone that's engaged in the comments. I appreciate you all. I pray that you all stay safe during this time, man. Hope for better days as we go. Hope for a fresh new week that we're in the last week of the month into the first week of the new month, Easter weekend. And remember what Easter is about. It's about the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ. Always remember that, man. So I appreciate you all. I agree. I have a couple of those cheap ones. Colors are definitely off. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Barry Johnson, man. Appreciate you, Barry. Appreciate you for always showing out. And yeah, so have a good Easter weekend. Enjoy the last remaining days of the month and also into the new month of April. I hope you're all safe during this time. Robert Mickman, thanks for the stream and stay safe. All good night. Yeah, you too, man. Appreciate you, man. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one, man. Peace.